for so many years, at a top level. So, yes, kind of hoping that that's the case. Speaking of Hulk Hogan, Matt, Hulk Hogan made an appearance at the Tampa press conference at WrestleMania when they announced it's now going to be in Florida next year. And it was interesting that they used him. Now, I know he's from Tampa and he's got a place down there and all the rest of it. But fascinating that WWE are using him, Matt, to even promote these things. I know he was, in amongst other things, but he's certainly not really been on TV, the WWE TV, all that much. So interesting that he was around. That whole thing, and obviously, like I say, it was announced it will be in Florida next year, so that came out. Any thoughts of him being at WrestleMania, Matt?
Well, it's good to see him, so I'm sure the fans will be into it. And when it's going to be 6 hours long, why not?
Just have another.
You got to break it up with some stuff.
Yeah, why not have Hogan come out and muck up something again where they are? Probably say that
he's got his fans still. There's this hardcore section of fans that will never leave his side. So
yeah.
And it's just something you're never gonna separate wrestling and him. So it's sooner or later it's gonna happen. So WrestleMania seems like the place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. So all ahead now to WrestleMania. Like I say, myself and Matt, we're going to be finishing up on the Mania line. We're going to be finishing that series and getting to the end of it. Goodness knows where it's going to take us in the last 34 WrestleManias. It's literally any match coming out most of the time, so we never know where we're going. But we want you to join us for that. It's going to be an interesting time. Is there anything you're particularly looking forward to or wanting to see in the next 3 weeks, Matt, before we'll probably get to the big, of course, one of the big shows of the year for us, the preview show for both NXT and, the Hall of Fame and, of course, WrestleMania itself. But so I don't want to kind of give too many spoilers to who I'm going to be predicting just yet. But for you, Matt, going on the road to WrestleMania for the next 3 weeks, is there anything that stands out that you want to see or you think we're going to get?
I'll tell you one of the few things that I do want, which sounds pretty crazy, but I want more time, Usually you want WrestleMania, you want it now, but I don't feel like they've built enough. I don't feel like these people have had, there's not enough investment in the storylines. 3 weeks just doesn't feel like enough. We need more behind AJ, Randy Orton. Probably need more behind Seth and Brock. We need more behind Roman. It's almost like there's a lot of stuff that I'm wanting, but you're just never going to get it within 3 weeks. I feel like a surprise kind of thing this year might be the kind of Andre the Giant Memorial kind of thing. So I feel like they might be made a bit more of a bigger deal when the people that win that may actually carry that on in a more decent role. I'm going to probably tip it early on and say Lacey Evans for the women's one. Perhaps that would be a good call.
Fair enough. I'm not too sure if there's anything too much. I of course I want to see some more steam behind Seth. I'm hoping, there's a lot of marquee, not marquee, but there's a lot of matches where there's name power. But what I would really like to see is the underbelly. I would like to see some matches. Like, they don't always have to be, best against the best all the time. I would like to see guys like Finn Balor and Elias and Drew and those guys get matches. I just hope that I don't know how many belts they've currently got, but if you think about it, all those and then the feud matches, like the grudge matches like AJ and Randy, you're thinking, how many freaking matches is this going to end up being? I mean, this could be a record of some sorts. It really is crazy to think about at the moment, but we could be sitting there for some time reviewing. Might even have to be done in 2 parts at this rate, but honestly, I think the way it's phasing out at the minute, and then the way it's been booked, I think it's going to be a long, jam-packed card. But like Matt said, it's a shame we don't have more time, and there is only 3 weeks. You think you get to that last one, the go-home one, everyone's going to be squeezing every little bit of life of time to try and get their stuff over, and hopefully, we get a few surprises up until then, but we'll see. Okay, thank you as always, Matt, for coming on, and of course, like I say, we'll be continuing our Mania line up until WrestleMania.
Yeah, no, never a problem, and I look forward to the WrestleMania build, and the review afterwards should be quite interesting, I imagine.
Yeah, absolutely, and don't forget, folks, that week we would have had pretty much all the Mania line episodes out, but also, like I said before, we'll be doing a full preview of we normally put NXT in it as well, and the Hall of Fame, and of course WWE WrestleMania. So it's a good show. We'll try and put that as early as we possibly can, but we do have to be careful because sometimes things get added last minute. So we try and time it just perfect, but as best as we can. And of course, NXT it's going to be taking place on Friday, isn't it? It's not a Saturday this year. They've changed it because of the Madison Square Garden event from Ring of Honor, which is going to be taking place. It's very strange, isn't it, Matt? They're going to be having the Hall of Fame. That's going to be in Brooklyn, yet it's in New York. You'd think MSG would be the perfect place for it, but there you go, ROH, eat your heart out, WWE. They've got the venue, they're there, so going to be fascinating to see what they do as well. We'll try and cover as much as we possibly can, and from what I'm told, Matt, AEW have got a surprise for WWE that weekend as well. So I wonder how many people are going to be asked to leave with those tops on in WrestleMania. It's going to be a lot more difficult to get them all out of 80,000 people, but we'll see what happens there. So thank you as always, Matt, and of course we'll be back, folks. Of course, any emails you want coming in, we'll try and get through as much as we can on the preview. I promise you we'll be reading them out. And we'll try and answer any predictions, anything up until then. Send us an email at wrestleline@gmail.com. Thank you as always, Matt, and everyone get excited, and we'll see you in 3 weeks' time. But don't forget, before then we will be releasing all of the WrestleMania line episodes. So up until then, folks, I've been John Scott, he's been Matt Essex, and we'll see you then.